Hey, what's up guys? This video is on the Xbox One X, and the question is, should you purchase it if you have a gaming PC or a dedicated gaming PC or a laptop? Whether it's mid-tier, high-end, is the Xbox One X something that you should bother with at all? Is it worth picking up, or do you not need it simply because PC is the most powerful platform in all of gaming? There are a few things I want to go through, but first, the videos that we've done in this little series or should you pick it up if you have a vanilla Xbox or an Xbox One S? And the answer is yes on both counts, simply because the downsampling available for the Xbox One X is great for 1080p displays. It's also a must-have if you have a 4K display, simply because it is a 4K Blu-ray player, HDR, performance. The Xbox One X is more than double the power of the original Xbox One. Those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Those of you that have been part of the channel know that I found both the Xbox One and the PS4 to be grossly underpowered at launch. One could not even reach 1080p, not even close, and the PS4 could do 1080p, but not well. And I found both of them to be so grossly underpowered that I actually built a PC and kind of lived happily ever after with that and enjoyed PC gaming from there. The simplicity of consoles really can't be matched as far as the turn on and play, but that's for another video. The question here was, should you pick up the Xbox One X if you're already into gaming PC? The second video in this series was about the PS4, and my opinion there was the Xbox One X is only a good option if you want the exclusives that Microsoft offers, Gears of War, Halo, and if you want the best looking versions of third-party titles, though the PS4 Pro comes very close. So I didn't recommend it for that, but I do recommend it for the exclusives. Now the PC would be or should be the hardest one to consider, or to even think realistically that somebody wants to buy the Xbox One X if you have a high-end PC or a PC that's capable of medium visuals. Now, why would you consider buying an Xbox One X? A few things. If you're looking for a 4K Blu-ray player, the Xbox One X is a good choice. That one I think is kind of obvious. And though you can buy 4K Blu-ray players, but why would the Xbox be a better option in terms of gaming? Well, it's kind of interesting is that you're watching me play Far Cry 5 on an Xbox One X, and I must say that it looks very good. It's very clean, very detailed. It has HDR, and I'm very happy with it. Now, would it look this good on my PC? Yes, it would look much better on my PC. Night and day, I would say it depends on the hardware. And that leaves me to my next point. With cryptocurrency and what's happening with mining in the PC space, GPUs are just so unbelievably overpriced. Anything that you want to buy that can do 4K is now into the thousands. And if you want to play a game like Far Cry 5 at max settings at 4K at 60, the GTX 1080 Ti is just about your only option other than the Titan XP and some of the crazy cards. But right now, due to cryptocurrency and mining, that card is about $1,200–1,300. So why would that matter for those of you that already have a PC? Well, I think that this system, the Xbox One X, is a good option if you're somebody who has a fairly possible PC that can't quite match 4K yet, that can't do native 4K, or you're somebody who has a 1080p PC that runs very, very well, and you're looking to upgrade to 4K, upgrade your PC to 4K, and you just can't manage it financially. You could pick up the Xbox One X as a go-between to enjoy 4K gaming. And a lot of these games have been native 4K. They've been very, very close. So you may be able to treat the Xbox One X as an mid-tier, high-end PC. I should say mid. But what I mean by that is, instead of being able to build a PC, which you very easily could have 6 months ago, you could have built a PC that was more powerful than the Xbox One X for about $500 or $600. Then there would be absolutely no reason to have this system. But the only reason I see on why you would want to is if you're a PC gamer who was just about to upgrade theirs. You're doing 1080p at 60, but 4K just isn't there. Your cards are from last generation. You were about to upgrade your GPU, and you're saving your money, and all of a sudden found the GPU to be impossible to afford. The Xbox One X would be a great option. It will get you there in titles like Wolfenstein, Dishonored 2, Gears of War 4, Forza, and games like Far Cry. In order to enjoy a game like this on PC, you probably would have to have a very powerful card. And then even I know the GTX 1080 Ti, to run 4K at 60, you would have to drop some settings. So this, along with the PS4 Pro, gets you to a playable option. When the Xbox One and even the Xbox One S and the PS4 came out, they were nowhere near PC quality. It was night and day. To me, I couldn't even buy third-party titles on those consoles. It wasn't until the PS4 Pro and now the Xbox One X where I consider buying this game for a console. Now the other reason other than the GPU prices is compatibility. My PC has SLI cards, meaning I have 2 GPUs or 2 graphics cards that when put together are very powerful and are able to do 4K natively. However, some of these games are very poorly optimized and do not utilize SLI. So even though I have a computer that in theory can do this game, well, if it only has 1 GPU support, then I'm running off of a last generation GPU that can't run 4K at 60. So if you're somebody who has an SLI setup where your games aren't all being optimized properly, this is another option. It'd be nice to have a system that you can use from the couch. And that's my next point. If you want to use a system from the couch for the living room for your 4K display, it's another good option that can take you away from the desk and the keyboard. Some of you play your consoles on your monitors. Some of you play your PS4, even your Xbox on your PC monitors. This would be an opportunity for you to use a 4K display, as we know that HDR monitors aren't quite there yet. Most of them are still 8-bit. Most of them aren't very bright, so it's not true HDR. My next point about it, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, is that if you want HDR support, PC is struggling right now or doesn't feel a need to have a lot of their games including HDR. A good example is the Tomb Raider game that came out last year. Though it looked better on PC, did not offer HDR. So the Xbox One X version was almost as good looking, but had HDR, and that made the difference. This game here has HDR. I'm not sure about Far Cry for PC, but a lot of the games haven't had that support. And that support is also complicated. It isn't quite as smooth as you would think consoles are. As far as how to set it up, it's not quite as plug and play. There is some going into the options of the drivers and doing things of that nature. So if you want more HDR titles to use on your TV, the Xbox One X would be an option. Now, back to what I said about cryptocurrency and mining, and if you guys don't know what that is, that's what's driving the GPU market to be so out of control at this time. So I don't recommend you try building a PC now unless you're going to look for used parts on Craigslist or eBay or anything like that. So the Xbox One X would be a good option for those of you that are looking to upgrade. Now, who shouldn't upgrade or who shouldn't buy an Xbox One X? Well, if you have a PC right now that is fairly powerful, that is in the 10 series, 1060, or the AMD equivalents to NVIDIA's higher cards, then I can't recommend the Xbox One X at all. You can buy a cheaper Blu-ray player that can play 4K and HDR, and just about, thanks to Microsoft's Windows platform now, you can pretty much buy any one of these games. The Gears of War, the Halos, things of that nature are all going to be in the Windows Store and available for PC. So if you have a fairly powerful 1 GPU setup, I wouldn't recommend the Xbox One X for you, as it doesn't seem to be any reason to. Now, as nice looking as this game is, this is Far Cry 5 again on the Xbox One X, it's very nice, there is no customization. There is basically HDR brightness. There's nothing else to turn on and turn up, so you're always going to be limited there. And though I think the game looks pretty nice, it's not as clean as it would be on PC, and there is some pop-in, or more pop-in than you would see on PC. So, in short, I know it's a long video. If you have a PC that you're looking to upgrade and can't afford to at this time, the Xbox One X would be a tremendous option. Again, third-party titles look amazing. I never would have dreamed of picking up Far Cry 5 on console. However, my PC is down, my power supply just went, so I'm picking it up here. Games that have bad SLI support or are a badly optimized port, which as PC gamers, you guys know, a lot of these games are poorly optimized. We have to wait for patches. You could buy it for the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X. So I'm actually very happy where both these consoles are right now, because I'm telling you, when these systems launched, I really would turn my nose up to their versions of any of these games. I wouldn't pick them up in a million years, and I only ever bought multiplayer titles for each system. So I'm glad where both systems are, the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. But again, if you're a PC gamer looking to upgrade and you can't afford it right now, the Xbox One X is a great way to play third-party titles at 4K with HDR on your television, monitor, or whatever setup you have at home. For you high-end PC gamers, there really is absolutely no reason to upgrade. It wouldn't even be an upgrade, or there's no reason to purchase it because it can't hold a candle to, I would say, anything 1060, NVIDIA 1060 and up, or whatever AMD equivalent that you're using. So unless you want to game from the couch, I don't think it's worth it, because you can plug your PC in HDMI and play from the couch like I do. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The Xbox One X is a tremendous console, and I've enjoyed it a great deal. Thank you as always, guys. Take care.